Oh, we're live, I think. I think. Okay. No one's here yet, but hello everyone. I just wanted to test out the live streaming on YouTube just to try it for whatever reason. I didn't really have a video filmed for today, or at least not one I wanted to upload. So I decided to, do something I said I was going to do and try out live streaming. Hopefully you guys can hear me. This is so different than live streaming on Twitch. It's completely different. There's not as much for me to like play around with. And there's no like emotes that I have. I think you have the chance to have emotes though on YouTube. I'm not sure though. Like I said, never done this. So I interrupted you watching one of your videos with a live stream. Sorry, Molly. Sorry. I needed to test it. I needed to see how this would go. It's definitely different. I like it. Hopefully we can do these more often. I think, didn't I say in my resolutions video that I wanted to do live streams like once a month? So, I mean, tick it off for January. We did it. We here and we did. Oh, maybe I shouldn't move. We're in my kitchen dining room area with my not dead orchids yet. Hello. Hi, Brandy. Hello, everyone. Wow, there's actually people in here. Yay. I like didn't plan anything for this video. So, oh man, you're waiting for a new video, but this is better. Yeah, I didn't want to put up the video I had originally planned for today, and it didn't come out right. So I was like, let's just do a live stream. Let's just hang out for like an hour and figure out this live stream stuff and see how it goes. Hello, hello. Is that Aline or Alan? Anna Marie, hello. Yay, the notification squad. Wow, this is exciting. I was hoping this was a good time. This is when I normally upload, right? Is it 2 o'clock? It is 2 o'clock. Okay. Yay! Oh, that's cute. Tell your daughter I said hello. But yes, I'm live. First time I've ever been live. Oh, dang, you're on the treadmill. The best way to finish my workout. Get it, girl. Get it. Get that workout in. I have not worked out today. You can tell the people who have your bell on. Yeah, you guys. Y'all are awesome. I appreciate it. I honestly wasn't expecting anyone to come in. 11 at night for me, and you're always the last video I watch before bed. Aww. I'm glad I'm always the one that can like say goodnight to you. I was gonna say tuck you in, and that seemed really creepy. Oh, her name's Lily. Tell Lily I said hello. And where's Wallace? Wallace. Well, I mean, you guys are on my laptop, so let me just move you. Hey, you see? Oh, gross. You see my hydro flask? That's nasty. But there he is by the window. He's always by this window right here. Wallace, you gonna say hello? Am I interrupting something? Are you ignoring me? This is my life. He just ignores me. Oh, goodness. Maybe I'll go pick him up later, but he loves to sit at that window seat. Like, that's where he hangs out usually. It's like his favorite spot to be. We have our couch like pushed right up against this window, and he just sits on the armchair or the arm of the couch, and that's where he hangs out like all day. And I had the windows open for him earlier, so he always like smells everything. Oh, she's so happy you said her name. Aw. Oh, and hey, Nancy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Man, this is awesome, guys. I, again, didn't have anything planned, so if you guys have any questions or anything for me, we'll just kind of chill out for a little bit. Had nothing really planned. I've been sick for like the last couple of weekends, and I know that huge virus is going around now. I heard it hit LA, like that one that came over from China, and they don't really know much about. So everyone's getting sick, and every time I get slightly sick now, I'm like, oh no, it's this new virus. But hopefully, I think I just have like a cold. So unfortunately, and fortunately, I'm sick, but not that sick. Me and Michael went out on a date on Saturday. It's the first like actual date that we've like actually gone on in months. Like everything else has been like us going out with friends or going out with family. So the corona, is that how you say it? The coronavirus? Coronora? That doesn't make any sense. Coronavirus? Yeah, that one. It's freaking me out. Oh, hi, Lily. Hello. And then what's one super luxury beauty item you are lusting over but would never buy due to the price? You know, honestly, I'm like the worst beauty guru. Like I haven't been paying attention to a lot of the stuff coming out. To like I feel like I constantly see new things that are like slightly older and I don't even know about them because I haven't been watching other beauty gurus or anything. And I don't have the money to spend right now. So there's not many items that I can think of off the top of my head. I think if there would be anything luxury I would buy, it would be like Tatcha skincare or like skincare items more so than makeup. Because I just find that drugstore makeup works well. And when it comes to it, like lately, I've been more inclined to buy expensive skincare just because your skin's going to be what stays with you. Makeup you wash off. So if the skincare is doing well, or if my skincare is doing well for me, then I don't feel as fussed with the makeup. I know that's a really crappy answer, but I honestly can't think of anything other than skincare items. But probably Tatcha is up there. Is Tatcha cruelty free though? I can't remember. I have like the hardest time remembering who is cruelty free and who isn't, and things constantly change. Because I think now, who is it now? Charlotte Tilbury isn't cruelty free anymore, so that sucks because I just started buying some of her stuff. But I don't know. You're always the one catching viruses, so hopefully I will skip this one. Anne Marie, I hope so. I hope it skips over like all of us. Oh, Brandy, Wallace is super cute. Wallace, you hear that? He's still ignoring us. I've been using The Ordinary. It's inexpensive and I'm liking it. You know, I really wanted to like The Ordinary, but it doesn't work for my skin type, unfortunately. Like, which really bummed me out because it's really affordable. But yeah, it didn't work. Everything I've ever used from The Ordinary has broken me out. And someone told me that they use coconut oil in a lot of their products or coconut something, and coconut oil breaks me out. So I just don't think it works for my skin, which sucks because it's so affordable. Molly, you just looked it up and Tatcha is cruelty free. Okay, awesome. So yeah, so I'd probably be into buying something from Tatcha because I've only tried like little sample sizes, and then I tried those 2 sheet masks that BoxyCharm sent, and excuse me, guys, and I really liked them. So I'd probably be more interested in trying some from them. Oh, bummer. Yeah, it is a bummer. Because again, it's really affordable. It seems like a terrible business decision when the cruelty-free movement is so huge right now. I agree, Lindsay. I just don't understand why. Well, so the thing with the cruelty-free status, is, especially from Charlotte Tilbury, that is really complicated. They don't technically test on animals in like our labs, like in the States or wherever their other labs are. They don't animal test there, but they sell in China. So that's what's happening with a lot of these brands, like Wet n Wild. It's because they sell in China, and China does testing. So it's really it's a weird gray area. So it's like as soon as they're in China, that's when they lose their cruelty-free status, according to a lot of websites. So that's where it gets really complicated and really confusing to keep up with, because obviously I don't keep up with where companies sell and what countries they sell in. So I rely on like Cruelty Free Kitty and all of those websites to do it. So I'm like constantly checking them, or you guys are constantly reinforming me, be like, hey, check this out. There's another article out. So it's really hard to keep up with. So I'm sorry whenever I say any brands that are not cruelty free and I'm like, oh yeah, they are, because it changes so fast. Oh, hello from France. Oh, you have to go to bed. I'm sorry. It's so hard for me to stream at a good time for everyone. This happens on Twitch all the time too, because it's 2:00 in the afternoon for me right now, but I'm on the west coast of America, so like I'm really far away. So I know a lot of you guys are East Coasters, and it's around dinner time for you guys, and then I know all of you from other countries. It's all kinds of times. I wish there was a time continuum that I could just plop into. We could all be on the same time. That'd be cool. Then we could all have like breakfast together. That would be so cool. This is fun. I'm glad this is fun. Brandy, did you mention at one time your hubby was from Indy? Yeah, he's from Indianapolis, actually. He went to IU, and his family's still in Indiana. And yeah, we actually, in October, we went to one of his friends from college. We went to their wedding, or his wedding, and my husband was a groomsman, and I can't remember where in Indiana we were. It wasn't Indianapolis, it was somewhere else. I'm really bad with like city names, but oh, that's where you're from, Brandy? Oh, that's so cool. I'll have to tell him when he gets home from work. He's been working such light hours, so he definitely will not be popping into stream, unfortunately. And Monica, oh my goodness, you're on the train home from work right now. See, my East Coasters are all coming home now. Yay! I'm glad you could pop in. I'm just doing like a trial run of the live stream. And Nicole, hello. And Sally, hello. Everyone's coming in now. How are you guys? This is fun. I'm so surprised so many of you guys. I'm like sweating right now because I'm so excited. I wasn't expecting this many people. Hello from Dominican Republic. Hello. See, it's crazy to me that there's people like all over the place watching. I find that so cool. This is like why I love the internet, because so many of us can meet. Oh, I'm one of your favorites. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, and I love Monica too. I started watching her because of her. Yeah, Monica's awesome. I know Monica's still in here. Monica, you're awesome. That's really cool. And see, this is another one, like another thing about the internet that's really cool. Like you can find just the coolest people, and like we can all become connected because of it. It's one of the pros of the internet. Oh, you're in California? That's awesome. I would ask you where in California, but like I've only lived here for like a year and a half, so like sometimes people say places, I'm like, I don't know where that is. Like I'm not originally from here, so I don't know where it is. And I think I mentioned it in a video a while ago. So a lot of you guys know my husband is military, so we're due to move again soon again. So it's looking like Florida. It's probably going to be Florida. I'm honestly surprised that they're going to send us from one coast to the other, back over to the other coast. So you're like 2 hours north of LA. Okay. I kind of know that general area. I haven't been up there very much. Me and my husband are planning to go to San Francisco in March, and I'm really excited about that. But the furthest north I've been from where I am, which I'm closer to San Diego, the furthest north I've been is LA. I was in LA on Friday. Sally, how often do we move? It depends on his orders, but right now we've been getting 2-year orders, so it's been every 2 years. And yeah, and his previous moves before we lived together were every 2 years. But this next one we're hoping will be 3 years, so it'll be a little bit more stable. But yeah, it's like 2 to 3 years typically. The Marines that we're friends with, they don't move quite as often because they don't have as many bases to go to, but we move a good bit. Molly, my best friend's brother is in the Marines and he just moved out to Cali. Ooh, I know exactly where he is then because that's where we are. I hope he likes it. We love it here. Like, I honestly love California. Nancy, oh, you're in California too. Oh, that's so cool. And then you live in a little cow town. Oh, I don't know why, but cow town sounds so cute. Nothing fancy. I like big cities for a little minute, but then I get too many people. Oh, I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. I like being like in suburb areas just because it's close enough to the city that you can like enjoy all of the city amenities, as my husband likes to say. Go home and like chill out. So whenever we eventually get out of the military, or when he gets out of the military and we like settle down and buy a house, we would love to be in like a suburban area where we can have land, because I want dogs. I want like multiple dogs. I want some cats. Some goats would be nice. Maybe some chickens would be nice. So like I want some land and like to be close enough to a city where I can drive in and like enjoy the city, but then like leave and be in solitude because I don't need all those people all the time. Like Raw Beauty Christie's like new house is like a dream for me. It's like in the middle of nowhere. I love it. Like that's what I want. Nicole, I moved to Florida 10 years ago from Seattle. It takes a little getting used to, just like any place, but I love it here. Definitely. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, we're hoping that the Florida thing goes through just because we don't want to have to change to something else. I mean, Japan is always on the table. Overseas is always on the table. And like as cool as I think it would be to live overseas with having Wallace, Wallace will be 10 this year with how long the orders are. I'm so scared flying him. So I'm hoping we don't do overseas just because of him. And like, I don't want it to leave Wallace behind. So, oh my goodness, Kaylee. Hi. Oh, and then Sally, I missed your question. I'm sorry. How many years of that do y'all have? So it depends on his orders and my husband's an officer, so he doesn't have like the same contract requirements as a lot of enlisted do. So right now he's in for another year, but he could drop his paperwork at any time and then just have to stay another year. But we're at least going to do the next Florida billet, and then if he promotes, then we will stay in. But if not, he's thinking about getting out. But it really there's a lot of moving factors with it right now. But he could get out at any time technically. Molly, I would say goats over chickens. Roosters have always been so grumpy towards me. Oh, that's funny. What those roosters got against you? Honestly, it's like I want chickens, but yeah, roosters kind of scare me, but you kind of need the roosters too, don't you? I love goats though. I love goats so much. Back to the Midwest. You know, Michael's mom is trying to convince us to move to Indiana, but I honestly don't think I could do Indiana. Like I think it's beautiful in Indiana, but I'm so used to being on the coast that like not having the ocean there is weird for me because I've always lived on a coastal state. And then there's no mountains really, and my favorite thing to do is hike. So it's like I need somewhere that has ocean and mountains, or like I don't think I'll be happy. So unfortunately, we've decided, and Michael says he doesn't really want to move back to Indiana right now. He likes kind of living in places near the ocean now too. He's Navy, so. Oh, Kaylee, you feel the same way about Christy's house? I love all of the videos they're doing at their new house too. I love Raw Beauty Christy so much. Oh, Kaylee, you were gonna go to Germany when you were in, and I really wish that I went instead of Texas. Oh, Germany would have been so cool. Oh, Penny, where's Wallace? Oh, I showed him a second ago. He's laying down now, but let's see. I'll pick you guys up. Although you are plugged in. Wallace. Oh no. Oh, you can see his ears. He's right here. Wallace. No, this way. Wallace. What? Well, he's going to ignore us again. But he's over there still. Oh, goodness. Oh, let me rearrange you so you can see my not dead flowers. At least they're not dead yet. Don't blame you there. We head to the beach every summer. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, there's just, like, I like Indiana, and I loved when we went in October because it was so pretty. Like, all of the trees were so pretty. But I just don't think I could live without the mountains and the beach. Monica, I would say Jersey, but it's too dang expensive to live here. See, and that's the other thing too, because I honestly love California so much. We talked about staying here, but it's so expensive. Like it's so ridiculously expensive in California. Like I can't wrap my mind about it or around it. And I feel like we could make it work, but it like almost isn't worth it. So it's like I want to find somewhere that has a good median living cost, that has like all of the things I want, that has good weather, like not too extreme on either end. So hopefully we can find some place. We've been looking at, I mean, I like Arizona. I think Arizona is really nice and it kind of has everything we want. I think Texas is really nice. We've been looking at like the lower southern East Coast, so like North, South, Georgia, like all Carolinas. I forgot to say Carolina, didn't I? North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, like that area. But we're not sure yet. It depends on what jobs we get to, so a lot of those. Penny, oh, you don't know who Christy is? Oh, you would. I feel like you would like Raw Beauty Christy. She's really chill. She's really relatable despite like how big she gets. She's always relatable. She's really funny. Like she doesn't take anything too seriously, but when things should be serious, she's like really articulate about it. I really like her. Oh, Penny, there's your boy. Wallace. Wallace is so popular. I love it because he's my boy. I love that dog. I love that dog so much. It's stupid. Oh, Brandy, you don't watch Christy either? Maybe I should. I feel old sometimes watching YouTube, but I love it. I'm 41, not too old, right? That's not too old. My aunt that lives in California is 40, and we hang out all the time. And, like, it's just a number, right? Age is just a number. And, like, I keep freaking out. Like, I keep bringing up that I'm turning 30 this year, but, like, honestly, it doesn't scare me at all. Like, I'm okay with it. Like, I feel the same. Like, I still feel young, so it's really just a number, right? I mean, I do feel wiser than I did at 17, but like otherwise, I still like the same thing. Yeah, like 41 isn't old at all. It's all a mindset in my my opinion. Oh, you're making your kids lunches for tomorrow watching YouTube. Oh, that's so sweet. What are you making? Anything good? I love some food. As this angle is indicating clearly, my poor double chin. Man, this is so exciting. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. I was just trying to see how this all works on YouTube. Like I said, it's different streaming here than on Twitch. Twitch is so much more complicated. Am I going to do anything special for the big 3-0? So unfortunately, it depends on what happens with Michael's orders, because if his orders come through, we might be in the middle of moving on my birthday. So right now it's looking like we'll have to detach and report in August. So it really just depends on how everything is planned, because my birthday is at the beginning of August. So I was really kind of hoping we would move before that, because if we get Florida, I would love nothing more than to go to Universal, like Harry Potter World, Universal, for my 30th birthday. So that was the dream, but I don't think it's going to happen. We'll probably end up going once we get there, but it'll be like after my birthday. Penny, you want spaghetti tonight? Ooh, spaghetti sounds good. I don't know what we're doing tonight. We're supposed to be meeting some of our friends tonight and having dinner with them and playing board games. Like, we do this every Monday and Wednesday with our friends that live like in the same neighborhood as us. And I think they wanted to get dinner. I don't know what we're doing. Oh, hi, Stacy. Hello. Wow, is this my first live? Yes, this is my first live on YouTube. I go live on Twitch a lot, but the first one on YouTube. So hopefully it all sounds good and looks good. Usually I don't stream on my laptop either. I'm on my MacBook right now. When I do Twitch, I have a computer set up in the office, and it's way more high tech than this. So hopefully everything sounds and looks good. That's exciting though. Yeah, I agree, Brandy. So lots of things will be happening this year, and it's exciting. I'm like sweating still. I'm so excited. I'm sweating. Hi from Norway. Hello. I'm glad you could make it in. Like I was saying earlier, it's just so crazy to me that so many of you guys are all over the world, and it's just really cool. Penny, that sounds like fun. I'm really looking forward to the move, because we did this when we moved to California. We went from North Carolina to California, and we did a cross-country trip, and we did like the upper part of the United States. So this time we get to do the lower part of the United States, which I think will be really cool. I'm really excited to go to Waco, Texas, because I love Joanna and Chip Gaines, and I gotta go see the silos. So that's on the trip. Like I have to. I already told Michael, I was like, if we don't stop in Waco, I will just not be happy for that whole trip. Oh, Monica, your train's about to go through no man's land and I'll lose signal. Oh no. Hopefully you'll do some more lives in the future. Love from Jersey. Thank you, Monica. I'm glad you were able to make it in. And oh yeah, definitely more lives. I'm wanting to do this at least once a month. Hopefully. That way we can like all hang out and chat. Have chill vibes. Nicole, you're all smiley. It's so cute. I'm just excited. I can't help it. I'm just super excited. Exactly, Penny. I'm sweating because I'm excited. Does no one else sweat when they get excited? What? Y'all are lying to me. Y'all lying. Y'all know y'all sweat when you get excited. Or just me. Oh, love from Michigan. You know what? Michigan is a place that we didn't go to on our road trip, and I'm super bummed. I've heard Michigan is beautiful. Like, I've seen pictures. Double love from Michigan. Okay, you guys got to tell me all of the places in Michigan I need to go, because we did not stop and I was so upset. Oh, Brandy, you do? Thank you. See? Sweating when excited. Totally normal. I got to drink my water out of my hydro flask. You know, I got these hydro flasks before the what is it? The Visca Girls thing became popular, and now I feel stupid. But I love my hydro flask. Thing is awesome. I got it at TJ Maxx. It had no sticker on it, and I took it up to the cash register, and she was like, I'll give it to you for $5. And I was like, this is awesome. Yeah, I'll take it for $5. I'm going to Michigan for spring break, but I don't spend a lot of time there. Aw. And then you're going to Saugatuck? Did I say that correctly? I probably butchered that, didn't I? And Holland. Ooh, Holland. Oh, that sounds like a really fun trip. And then, yes, definitely once a month, and I love Michigan. Yeah, Penny, I definitely think once a month will be good. I'd like to do more if I have time, but we'll see. If we ever have a chance, go see Pictured Rocks. Ooh. Is it like a good place to hike to? Saugatuck or Saugatuck has the most beautiful state park hiking trails and a long beach. It's never crowded. Ooh, that sounds exactly like what I would want. No crowds. Basically everywhere you go here, it's all crowded. Unless, well, maybe I just go to too touristy of areas because I feel like there has to be some hidden gems in California, like hidden beach gems that I just don't know about because everywhere I've gone here has been crowded. And then Stacy, I'm not sure. I've never been either, but they look like fun places. Ooh, so it's all new trips. That's even more exciting. Well, I hope you have fun. I don't know when your spring break is. Is it soon, like March? I feel like a lot of spring breaks are usually in like March or April, right? There's hiking, kayaking, and beautiful views. Oh god, kayaking. Every time I think of kayaking, I think of that darn Hawaii honeymoon trip with me and Michael fighting on that kayak. Oh god. Throw smiles in the chat if you know what I'm talking about with the freaking kayak story. Because oh my god, it's like now my family's favorite story to bring up at family dinners. It's their favorite. Mainly because it's so embarrassing for me and Michael. Like it was just an embarrassing story, but so funny at the same time. Oh yeah, I'm seeing some smiles in the chat. So you guys know what's up. Ugh. I'll never get over it. And now every time we talk about going kayaking, we just laugh. Yay, that was a great story. Oh, Penny. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. And yes, the Eeyore. Oh wow, the Eeyore. That's what we're gonna call the ER now. The ER sounds pretty important, so definitely go back. But thank you for hanging out. Hi from Chicago. Off topic, but you ever consider doing clothing fashion related videos? And seconded, Pictured Rocks is beautiful. Great boat tours offered. Oh, cool. I've thought about doing clothing and fashion videos before, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I like clothes. I've worked in clothing like retail stores before, but like I don't really dress nice during the week because I work from home. So like right now I'm literally in one of Michael's shirts. Like it's huge and I'm wearing like the soft like chino-y pants right now, like nothing fancy. So I feel like I'm just kind of out of touch with fashion. So that's why I haven't done it. And because I don't make very much money, I don't like spending my money on clothes that I don't technically need right now. So maybe I did go to a flea market on Saturday. Wow, that was 2 days ago, wasn't it? On Saturday, me and Michael went to a flea market and they had so much cool, like vintage thrifted clothes. And I was like, oh, it's going to be really affordable. I can afford this. Apparently not. So there was like thrifted jean jackets with like old school, like rock tees on them. And I guess because they were refurbished and they they like have put work into it, they were charging like $80 for it. I was like, I can't buy a thrifted jacket for $80. I just can't. It doesn't make any sense for my life, you know? Living the housewife life, basically. Although I'm not a very good housewife. My husband does all of the cooking. I do clean. So there's that. I mean, I work from home, so I don't really need fancy clothes. Yeah, thrifting can get super expensive. No worries. Yeah, I couldn't believe it though, because I remember going thrifting before and they were all like really affordable and great. So maybe I'll do like a thrifting haul eventually. But yeah, I've been really just out of touch with fashion lately. But I have thought about doing those before. So definitely something we could do later on. And then will I do another Harry Potter themed project pan soon? Yeah, I'm thinking about starting it in March or April around there because I think that's when I started it last year too. Because I like to I'm definitely in the groove now for my new project pans that started. So I definitely want another Harry Potter one, but I think that's going to put me at 5 project pans. And I think that's my max for now. And I think the Graveyard project pan will be starting again this year too. And I like doing those collab project pans, but I definitely want to do the Harry Potter one. So maybe I'll just have to cut one out or something. Brandy, t-shirts and jeans for me. Yeah, that's how I am. Like, like it's like I do like clothes. I don't feel like it fits in my life right now just because like me and my husband are trying to save money to buy a house eventually. Like we have a move again. So when I do go out, it's usually like jeans and a t-shirt. I did though. I bought an amazing pair of high-waisted black jeans from Nordstrom Rack the other day. They're by what's that brand? Good America or Good American? It's Good American. Oh, they're so nice. I wear them all the time. That was, if you guys follow me on Instagram, the picture I took at the pink wall, those were the pants I was wearing. I love those jeans. Like, they're so nice. Like, they fit so well. Oh, you love Harry Potter? Me too. I just have such a strong nostalgic connection with Harry Potter. And then when are we moving? It's looking like we're moving in August. We haven't officially gotten told when we're supposed to like be there and leave, but right now it's looking tentatively August is when we're going. All you wear is your band tees and jeans. Oh, I feel that on a deep level. I'm usually in if I know I'm not really going anywhere like fancy, like if I'm not going out to eat or like out in public, I just wear like comfy pants, like these chino pants I love so much, and my husband's shirts, because usually if I'm here, I do my work in the morning and then I usually like straighten up and clean and do like laundry, that house, literally housewife stuff. So there's no point in getting like in cute clothes. And I didn't like film a video today because the video I had for today was pre-filmed, so I'm not gonna get fancy. And sometimes you guys see it in my videos, I'm still wearing my husband's t-shirts. Moving sucks. Moving sucks. Moving sucks even more in the military. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It sucks even more. So if we move, how does buying a house work? So a lot of people in the military are able to buy houses because we get something called BHA. So we get a basic housing allowance. So a lot of people will buy houses, put their BHA into the house, and then we'll sell it. So our plan is we're going to buy a house in Florida. We're going to sell it when we move. And then we want to save money, though, for when he gets out of the military to buy a house. So that's our ultimate goal, is we're going to save money to buy a house once we are out of the military. And we've started looking at certain places. We just don't know where we ultimately want to be yet. Oh, Julia, you think you're moving in August this year too? Oh man, would you guys be interested in moving videos? I didn't do it for our last move, but would you guys be interested in those? I think moving in like empty house tours or empty apartment tours. I said we were going to do an apartment tour in this one, didn't we? I don't think I ever did one, did I? Because Michael kind of deployed right after we got here, and I was kind of in a funk for a little bit. Haley, I definitely relate to the comfy pants and tees, right? Like I have a friend that literally lives like 3 apartments over from me, and she does the same thing because she's a new mom, so she's home, and her husband's a Marine. So like we see each other and we're always in comfy pants. And I was like, why am I going to put on uncomfortable clothes to sit at home and clean? Doesn't sound like what I want to do. I want to be comfortable. But like I still look okay. Like I walk Wallace, so it's like I'm not like that fancy looking, I guess. I can still go out. It's fine. Do I watch inside the dressing room videos? You could try things on in store but not buy anything you don't absolutely love. It could be an option to consider. You know, I have seen a few of those, and some of them are really awkward though, because it's like you can tell they're whispering because there's a ton of people around. So I think now that my anxiety is like in check, I think I could do that a little bit better. But yeah, I have seen some and I'm like, oh, this is really awkward. This is so awkward. Like you can tell they're like whispering. They're like, yeah, I really like this shirt, but I don't think I really want to get these pants. I'm like, I can't hear you. But I do like that concept because it shows like, especially with like pants. I've told my husband this so many times, but like buying pants for a woman is the most frustrating thing in the world because you can get 3 different pairs of pants, different styles, all the same size, and like one of them will fit you and the other 2 just won't. So that's always my struggle. Like none of my pants are the same size. Like I vary from a 6 to a 10 in pants typically. Like no in between, doesn't matter. Oh, moving. Okay, so you guys do want to see moving vlogs. Okay, cool. And it sounds like some fun content. Okay, awesome. Keep me in check because I will forget. I'll probably need to write this down. I should probably keep some stuff written down in my bullet journal, shouldn't I? Oh, thank you, Brandy. I'm very comfy, but hopefully I look okay. Yeah, talking to yourself in a dressing room seems really awkward. I definitely couldn't do it. But I feel like it's really good content for like shopping struggles because I have some shopping. I always am trying to find pants that fit correctly. And oh my goodness, hey Stephanie, so happy to see me live. Yay, I'm glad you could make it. Yes, happy Monday. Good start to the week so far. It doesn't feel like a Monday to me though. I feel like weekends go by way too fast because me and Michael went to a flea market on Saturday. No. Did I say Saturday earlier? I got my days all messed up. On Saturday, we went on a date, and then Sunday, we went to the flea market. I definitely said Saturday earlier. I don't know what day of the week is. Oh, and you guys, so we've been watching Sabrina. The third season of Sabrina came out on Thursday, and I've made Michael watch the first two seasons over the last like couple of weeks. We started season 3 last night. No spoilers. Please, no spoilers. We haven't finished it yet if you guys have watched it. But are any of you guys watching it? What are your thoughts, feelings, opinions? I was really interested in the NYX collab with like the Sabrina palette, and I almost bought it. It was in my cart when I was buying some moisturizer and stuff, like all of my replacements. And I had it in my cart, and then I took it out. I don't need this, and I took it out. And now I feel bad because I think it's sold out, and I loved it. Like I love the show, but I didn't need the palette. But yeah, anyone watching? Anyone enjoying it? Oh, Rose, you saw it at Ulta today? Oh, so it's still in stores in some places. Okay, because I think it sold out online. Did it look good? Did you swatch it? Has anyone swatched it? Karen, you just started watching Sabrina, and I can't say much, but I like it so far. It definitely gets dark. Like when I had Michael, so me and Michael finished watching The Witcher first, and then we immediately went into Sabrina, which is the strangest transition to ever exist. Like you can't go from that show to the other show because they're like completely different vibes. But we finally got into it. He started watching it, and like a few episodes in, I was like, just to let you know, it's about to get real dark, but it still has that like really light kind of like kid like air to it, or like teenage air to it. So I was like, it's gonna be a really weird dichotomy between the darkness and like the witchcraft and like the teenage show. So, but he loves it. He like got mad at me last night. He was like, "Why did you get me into this show?" He was like, "I didn't want to like this show, but I like it." And I was like, "Ah, ha, ha. I got you into it." Oh, Heather, your husband loves it, but it's not your favorite. I could definitely see why it wouldn't be some people's favorites. There's definitely moments in it that I'm like, come on, writers. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, this is so like cringy and like cheesy. But I don't know. I kind of like how lighthearted yet dark it is at the same time. Is Sabrina like Riverdale after season 2? Because I don't want to start if that's the case. So from what I've never watched Riverdale. But I do know that the two shows are made by the same producer, so they reference each other a lot. So I don't know if they're similar, unfortunately. But I do know they're written by the same people. So and they do talk about each other. Like there'll be times where they'll be like, oh, this is happening. Oh, where's that happening? Oh, in Riverdale. Like they talk about the two towns, like Glendale and Riverdale, like in both shows. I think. I'm assuming they do it in Riverdale as well, but they definitely do it in Sabrina. But I don't know if they're similar. But they seem to be in the same universe, if that makes sense. Oh, Molly, I envy people who live closer than 2 hours away from an Ulta. Oh, that sounds like me when we were at our last base. That's how it was. It was awful. Brandy, it is pretty dark, but I like it. Yeah, it's weird though, because like it's dark, but it's not like it's dark because it's talking about like satanic black magic, but not because of like the elements, in my opinion, because like I watched Dexter and I thought Dexter was way darker. So I guess it depends on context too. It depends. I don't know. I think the writing makes it less dark to me. Stacey, I can't watch dark shows. I start, but then I have to drop out before the end of the series because it gets too much for me. You know, that's how I felt about Dexter. When I first started watching Dexter, I watched one episode and I was like, oh no, I gotta back off of that. I can't do it. But then I got back into it. I was like, you know what? Let me give it another shot. And then I got back into it. So I definitely understand that I've backed out of doing other dark shows. Good job on not watching Riverdale. It's horrible. Oh no. So maybe Sabrina's not that great and I've just bought into the hype. The writing does leave some things to be desired, but overall it's entertaining. Oh my goodness, my friend! Ray, hey! Hey, alive, I'm here. Rose, your ult is 10 minutes away. Nice. Oh, I didn't even get to see the chat. I got distracted talking. Let me move up. Did you say if you swatched it? Oh, you did. It's too big for you, so you didn't. Aw. It does look kind of like a big palette. So maybe it's a good thing I didn't buy it. Oh, there isn't even an Ulta in Norway. Or Sephora. Oh, I didn't know there wasn't a Sephora in Norway. I feel like they were taking over like McDonald's, and I thought they were everywhere at this point. Karen, did I watch American Horror Story? If so, is Sabrina close to that? I've watched some of the seasons of American Horror Story. I would still Sabrina has elements. So like if you saw season 3 of American Horror Story with the Covens, it's similar to that season, but I don't think it's as dark as American Horror Story. I feel like some parts of American Horror Story get way darker than Sabrina, in my opinion. I don't know. It's like part of me doesn't take Sabrina completely seriously. Does that make sense? Because the writing, it feels like a teen show, like a teen drama. And yeah, Stacey, and yet you're weirdly drawn to true crime. Yeah, speaking of true crime, right? Hey, y'all into true crime or cuckoo? Hey, back off. I love true crime. I listen to so many true crime podcasts. It's crazy. I feel offended. My feelings are hurt. Not really. If you guys are looking for a good true crime podcast, if you're into true crime, I highly, highly recommend Red Handed. My friend Steph recommended it to me, and it's amazing. It's so good. It's like 2 women in London, I think, and they do their research. Everything's really like well laid out. It's so good. My favorite murder, of course, is like one of the number ones, but if you ever get distracted with them getting distracted, then Red Handed is your thing. If I ever get murdered, I'll know who to haunt. Not me. I didn't say I wanted ghosts. You better haunt whoever killed you, because it's not going to be me. Anyone who watches this back later is going to be so confused if they don't have the chat up, because, oh my goodness. Stacey, I'm the same way. I have my TV on those channels all the time. Oh, Molly. Ooh, no, I haven't listened to Crime Junkie. Ooh. Okay, so I see a couple of you guys mentioning Crime Junkie. Okay, I'm going to put that. Hang on. I got to write this down because I always end up forgetting all of these podcasts. My dad always gives me podcast recommendations, and I literally always forget them. So what is it? Crime Junkie. See, literally forgot in 5 seconds. Crime Junkie. Because I was looking for another one to listen to because I've pretty much caught up on all of Red Handed. Ooh, and your favorite true crime podcast is Morbid. The hosts are so funny. See, that's what I like. It's kind of weird. Like all of these true crime things, I like them if they're funny because it diffuses the seriousness because I need it diffused. But it's like I like hearing about it. So I'm gonna write that one down too. Thank you guys. Always looking for new ones. Elvira, hello. I haven't seen you in forever, I feel like. How are you? Oh, and there's lots of good channels that cover true crime here on YouTube. I heard they were having issues, though. Are a lot of them still doing okay? Because I know after the whole COPPA thing, a lot of them are having issues. So hopefully they're all doing okay. Also, BuzzFeed Unsolved is amazing. Yeah, I think Ryan and Shane have left now, though, haven't they? I think they've left BuzzFeed. Oh, I need to write it down too. Yeah, I always have paper and pen near me because I feel like I have to write things down all the time. I'm not into putting this stuff on my phone either. I don't know why I have to physically write it down on paper. Oh no, you love Ryan and Shane. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they started their own network though. So they have like their own YouTube thing. I follow Ryan on Instagram. Hang on. Me and my husband love them, but I'm pretty sure they started, what is it called? The Watcher. I didn't even have to look it up. I remembered. The Watcher is like their new channel, and I think they're doing a lot of that. Oh, interesting. They're still doing BuzzFeed Unsolved freelance for BuzzFeed. Ah, because I know BuzzFeed at one point had a clause in their contract saying that they couldn't, that the people that worked for them couldn't have their own channels and stuff. So I just assumed that they had left because of that, but maybe they changed it. I think I saw Unsolved on Hulu. Yes, you did, because I saw it there too. I was like, wait, Unsolved Mysteries or Unsolved from BuzzFeed is on Hulu? That's interesting. But yeah, it is. It's on Hulu. Rose, everyone leaves BuzzFeed. Yeah. I feel like, I mean, it's a major corporation, and a lot of these people probably see how much work they put into it. And it's like, once you're popular enough on YouTube, like generally, I feel like they probably do better on their own. Yeah, BuzzFeed's probably like, we better give people more wiggle room. Yeah, that's how I feel. So they probably changed that to they have freelancers coming in, because I think Unsolved was one of their most popular series. And then like the Try Guys left too, didn't they? Like those are the only two series that I really know about still, and they've all left. And then Sophia, obviously, she left. And I don't think what was the thing she started on BuzzFeed? I can't remember now, but like after she left, I didn't watch anymore. Molly, I've also been listening to Red Ball and Counterclock, which are both by the same people as Crime Junkie. Oh, cool. What are those about, though? Red Ball and Counterclock. You also got into Danielle Halen here on YouTube for true crime. Okay, that's awesome. I knew there was like a true crime community on YouTube. I've just never looked into it because I've been really into freaking podcast that I spend all of my free time when I'm like cleaning listening to true crime podcast. I wonder if Sophia and Freddie are still friends. Didn't they shade Sophia though? Like, wasn't there drama with those girls talking bad about Sophia? Which, how dare they? I love Sophia. There's a crow like right outside my window, or a raven. What's the difference between crows and ravens? I'm not even sure, but there's a giant bird right outside my window. So if I'm looking over here, I'm sorry. Also, Kendall Ray and Stephanie Harlow. Ooh, Harlow's such a cool name. What? Yeah, I think there was a lot of drama with all of those girls talking crap about Sophia. Is it just the size of the bird? Just the size? Are ravens bigger or are crows bigger? Because I don't know if that's a crow or a raven. It's a big black bird, but I do know, I think ravens are the ones that can recognize faces, which is pretty cool. And I've seen some videos of people like rescuing ravens and then keeping them as like pets, and they like make cute noises. Like I would have never guessed they could actually make cute noises, but they like hum. I just have a fascination with animals. Speaking of animals, I think I'm going to be going to the San Diego Zoo again this weekend, which is very exciting. I've been once and it's just amazing. Crows are bigger, you think? Okay. I'll have to look this up because I know there's a difference between the birds, but I can never tell. We have a ton of, I guess, crows here and a ton of hawks. Like there's the red-winged hawks everywhere here. And I've seen there's a hill outside. Actually, I think you guys can see it out my window. Maybe. Yeah, right here. So there's a big green hill right there. And there's a not a snowy owl, but like a barn owl that flies out there and catches rabbits all the time. So when I walk Wallace, I almost always see that owl at night catching rabbits. Oh, that's unfortunate. I left Soph and the Ladylike Ladies for the Ladylike Ladies. That sounds like a group. What's your group name? The Ladylike Ladies. I like it. Have you seen Sophia's wedding dance to the Addams Family Tango? It's amazing. Her black dress is beautiful. Yes, chef's kiss. I watched it twice and I cried both times because I'm an emotional mess. Michael was sitting here playing video games and I was sitting right here watching it, and he was like, "Are you okay? Like, you don't know these people." I was like, "It's just so beautiful and it's just inspired and it just fits their personality so well." And I was like, "Look at her dress, look at her face, look at her and Tyler." I lost it. I was a big old baby about it. Redwall is about the Burger Chef murders in Indiana. Whoa. Whoa. And Counterclock is all about the unsolved murder. About an unsolved murder. Why am I saying Myrtle? Murder in North Carolina. Jesus. Can't talk, you guys. This is what actually happens when I film. I stutter a lot. Oh man. So my husband's from Indiana and I lived in North Carolina for forever. So both of those hit close to home, Molly. So I'm gonna have to check those out too. It was adorable. It was actually perfect. I agree. They nailed it. It was so good. Like I had no words. I watched and I was like, wow. Actually, their whole wedding, like everything about it was so like understatedly beautiful. Like I didn't feel like they went too far beyond. Like it was just really nice. I just really enjoy them. My God, Ray! I'm the person who murdered the chefs likes their steaks well done. I can't with you. It's so funny. I'm like crying now. Now my eyes are watering. Why do you do this to me? Elvira, where I used to live in Germany, I used to see like 20 crows on the tree in front of my window. I felt like I was in a Resident Evil game or Silent Hill. Oh, Silent Hill gave me nightmares all through high school. I still hear sirens and think that freaking Pyramid Head is going to come for me. Those games were terrifying. I kind of agree with you though. I used to be scared of crows because I feel like crows and wolves are always like the bad villain animals in all like video games and horror movies. And wolves are my favorite animal. Like hands down my favorite animal. There's there's a wolf sanctuary not too far from me, like people who get like wolf dogs for pets and then can't take care of them, or wolves that get hurt. And you have to like call the woman who owns it and like set up a meeting to go to it because they're like way out in the middle of nowhere. They obviously don't want people just showing up, but you can like walk into the exhibits with some of the wolf dogs and hang out with them. And it's like bucket list number one for me. So I think I'm going to try and do that soon. Crows are so creepy. There's a reason Stephen King likes to use them so much in his writing. They just got a bad rap. I mean, a group of crows is called a murder, or is that a group of ravens? I can't tell the difference between the birds. Isn't a group of crows called a murder? Thank you, Ray. See, we're on the same page. Or maybe it's ravens. I think it's ravens. I don't know. I mean, Edgar Allan Poe used to write about ravens a lot too. Didn't Shakespeare talked about ravens a lot as well? Those big pixels make me nostalgic. Oh yeah. Man, I watched some people on Twitch like play old school video games. I'm like, how did we see anything? How could we play these games? I can't see anything anymore. Like the pixels are so big. It's a group of crows is called a murder. Okay. What's a group of ravens called? These are the kind of things that keep me up at night. Wonder what it is. Let me look it up on my phone. Group of ravens. I hope it's something as cool as a murder. Group of ravens. Oh wow, I did not spell that right at all. Okay. Me and Ray are on the same page. Okay, a group of crows is called an unkindness. Yeah, I just looked that up and I was like, an unkindness. That's so cool. I think ravens are so cool. They're very smart. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. I have either a crow or a raven living outside my house. Actually, whoever it is, crow or raven, I once walked out to water my plants on my patio and it was eating a freaking mouse out there. Like it was disgusting. But like more power to him. At least he's out here thriving and surviving. And that's just as cool. An unkindness. We got a murder and an unkindness. The combo, ravens and crows together, would just be a very, very scary group. Poor ravens and crows unfairly discriminated against. Oh, that's true. There aren't any. You don't have either. But you do have chickens. Lots of chickens. I was so surprised when we went to Kauai how many chickens there were. The Birds is a scary Hitchcock film. I think I've seen that film once, and I remember not being scared of it because I don't think birds are that scary. I had pet birds growing up. But I know that because of that movie, so many people have a fear of birds. It's kind of like me in the original It movie. I have a fear of clowns because of the original It movie. So I could see why people were scared of them. Yes, chickens everywhere. Hey Hey and Moana makes so much more sense to me now because I didn't realize there were so many chickens. Parrots can be scary. I guess the only scary thing about birds is if they're close to my face because I have a weird thing about sharp things near my eyes. You clearly haven't been chased by a duck. So wait, Karen, does that mean you've been chased by a duck? That's awesome. Ugh. Molly, the unkindness of murder. That seems like an understatement to me. Ooh, that sounds like a cool band name, though. What's your band name? The Unkindness of Murder. That sounds like when post-hardcore music was really big, that would have been a great band name. If a bird is mad at you, be careful. Especially a duck, apparently. Ducks or geese. Geese are mean, too. And swans. Yeah, I've heard swans are also mean. Oh, no way. The Birds was based on a real event that happened somewhere near Santa Cruz. I grew up in Santa Cruz, and back when Hitch was alive, he owned a summer home down the street from my house. That is the coolest thing I've ever heard, Stacy. That's so cool. Wait, so is his house still there? Do like people drive by that house all the time? Because I imagine that's probably like a cult place, not a actual cult, but like a cult classic kind of place to like go and visit if you're really into films. That's so neat. Karen, yes, in the park when I was little. Darn these ducks. Ironically, my mom's favorite animal is a duck. Like she loves ducks. Ray, you've been chased by a turkey? That's hilarious. I'm sorry. All of these birds out here hating on people. What did these birds ever what did we ever do to these birds? Oh wait, we eat birds. A lot of us do, don't we? Maybe they have a valid reason to chase us, especially turkeys. Was it around Thanksgiving? Because I could see that being a reason for anger. Oh, it's on a private street. Oh, that's so cool though. And you've been bit by a goose? Yeah, I've heard geese are really mean. I've been lucky not to have been chased or bit by a goose. Although at my college, my freshman year, there was a goose that lived at like the center pond we had on campus. Can't remember what his name was, but he died. So I never had the privilege of being chased by him. But when I first started, they were like, yeah, that goose out there, he's mean, and that's like how you get indoctrinated to the university is because he'll chase you at some point, but he died. So I didn't get chased by the goose. Heather, have you heard of swooping season in Australia? Birds are rude. No, I haven't heard of this. What's swooping season? I imagine it's birds coming down from the sky and attacking you. Although that was one thing. The mockingjays in South Carolina, they're mean. So if you like walk near their nest, I once watched my mom get attacked by a mockingjay because she walked too close to its nest and it just attacked her. But then I knew where the nest was, so I left them alone. Birds are just feathery dinosaurs. I love that. They are. They're little flying feathery dinosaurs. I have bird feeders in your yard, and cardinals are your favorite, and hummingbirds. We have tons of hummingbirds here. I actually have a bird feeder and a hummingbird feeder up right now. My hummingbird feeder is empty because all of the hummingbirds go to Costa Rica over, or at least the ones here. They typically fly over to Costa Rica. I think. Did I read that right? That doesn't make any sense. They probably fly down to Mexico because that's closer, but they fly down closer to the equator for the winter. So I don't have any food in my hummingbird feeder right now, but I love hummingbirds. There's tons here. Like there's God, I used to remember the names of them. Now I'm blanking. But yeah, there's like a ton of different species of hummingbirds here. Oh, Molly, one of your friends got his keys stolen by a duck. It grabbed his lanyard while he was swinging it in his hand and walked by a pond. Oh, that's hilarious. He chased the duck but couldn't catch it, so he crawled it. Oh man, that's so funny. So sweeping season, birds dive down and attack people. I've heard they have to wear helmets. I don't know how true that is though. Do we have anyone from Australia here? I need to know. Oh, Oh, Laura, was I right about the Costa Rica thing? Okay, I know more about birds than I think I thought I knew. So yeah, a lot of North American birds go down to Costa Rica. Okay, because I'm pretty sure the hummingbirds for the winter go down to Costa Rica, but I know California it's a little far and over, so I was like maybe they go to Mexico instead. Do you take your dog to the dog beach in San Diego? I haven't taken him yet, but I want to. It's a little out of the way for us. We've been taking him to a dog park in Encinitas lately that we really, really like. But the thing with Wallace is he had his health issues at the beginning of the year, or not at the beginning of the year, a few months ago. And so I was trying to fix that because this boy won't stay out of water. He won't stay out of water, and it's really cold on the Pacific coast. So I don't really want to take him when he was sick, but I do want to take him now. He's completely better and fine. But yeah, I've heard really good things about the dog beaches here. I was really bummed because that's the one Jenna Marbles took her dogs to, and I would have loved to be there when she was there just so I can fangirl and run away. But it would have been cool to see a Jenna Marbles out in the wild. Your grandparents used to have geese, and when your mom was little, they would have tried to attack her. She got bit a few times. My grandmother's been attacked by a chicken, and you've had one fly into your car once. Man, everyone has a story with birds. Actually, my great-grandmother once caught a hummingbird in her hand, and it stabbed through her hand. Like, its beak stabbed through her hand. So, maybe birds are more terrifying than I'm giving them credit for. Maybe everyone having these bird fear makes sense. Brandy, okay, officially terrified of birds now. Oh, Penguin, thank you so much for stopping by. I know it's late, so thank you and have a good night. Hopefully you can catch my next live. Hopefully we'll do another one soon. You want to take your oh my god, I can't speak, you guys. You want to take your husky mix to the dog beach in San Diego. She's never been to the beach. Oh my goodness, she hasn't? I know some dogs, I feel like it's one or the other. Some dogs hate the beach and then some dogs love the beach. Wallace loves it because he loves water. Oh, and your dog loves water. So I'm nervous she'll swim away. Yeah, because I think it's an off-leash place. I don't think I can trust Wallace around water off-leash either, because once I did that, I took him to a lake and he was off-leash and he jumped in and he just kept swimming. And I was like, oh no. So I had to like entice him with treats to come back. Oh, Penny's love, hello. Thank you for stopping by to say hey. Heather, I just searched swooping season here on YouTube. The 6th video is called Swooping Season. How to stay safe. Please tell me number 1 tip is to wear a helmet out in the world. Where my parents live, there are many stray cats. They never mess around with my neighbor's chickens. Guess what? His chickens are terrifying. Actually, when we were in Hawaii, a chicken attacked Michael for some food. It was hilarious. It was Michael's fault, though, because he was enticing it and picking on it, and then it attacked him. And I was like, you deserved it. You weren't supposed to even acknowledge the chicken. So yeah, I feel like instead of like 7 connections to Kevin Bacon, I have 7 connections that turn into 70,000 connections of people getting attacked by birds. That's what it feels like right now. Everyone has a story about birds. You used to drive from Arizona to San Diego all the time and stay at the Surfrider. You loved it. Ooh, Surfrider. I love that name. That happens with monkeys here in Gibraltar? No way. That's so cool. I hear monkeys steal things a lot too. So it's kind of like the ducks stealing the keys. Monkeys taking your keys. The chickens can be aggressive too. They just get really territorial over some food. That chicken just wanted food so bad. Your dad made you collect the chicken eggs when you were a kid, and they would always bite me. Can't blame them, but it didn't make me like them any better. Okay, well, maybe I definitely don't want chickens anymore. I said I wanted chickens, but maybe I changed my mind. Oh, F monkeys, they're scary. I think some monkey. I feel like just because they're so fast and nimble, it makes them terrifying because I'm just not fast or nimble. I can't keep up with a monkey. But I love monkeys. I think they're so fascinating. Your grandparents turned their rooster into chicken and dumplings because he attacked my cousins. I've heard roosters are just mean, though. Like, they're just mean. Ew! One of your friends went to visit the monkeys, left the car window open, and one of them took cookies and pooped on the driver's seat. That seems like something a monkey would do. Be like, oh, there's cookies for me. I leave you cookies, and I will pay you in poop. What is this live stream turned into? We've just started talking crap on animals. It was so nice. Chat, have to run to the kids' practice. Thank you so much, Brandy, and tell Lily hello again. Thank you so much for stopping by. I have like a hair on my face. Oh, there we go. Having some hints for eggs probably won't be bad. Yeah, I maybe. Now I'm scared of birds. Now I'm gonna have to rethink all of my life choices with birds. Animals are awesome. I agree. I love animals. I'm like such an animal person that I have like two things in my mind. I'm 29 years old and I still don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know what I want to do when I grow up. So it's like I always kind of want to go back to school to either be an English professor or to be a zookeeper. I feel like both of those jobs would make me happy. Like a zookeeper would be so cool. I love, like I said, I'm going to the San Diego Zoo on Saturday, hopefully, if the weather's nice. And it's just such a nice zoo. And I love everything they do for conservation. And they just got a new snow leopard in, a new female snow leopard, because they're going to try and mate their male snow leopard with this one because the other one was having issues. And like the conservation and everything just makes me really excited, and how like we're trying to help a bunch of these animals that are having a really hard time because of humans. So it's like, I feel like it's like balancing the scales a little bit, but I think both of those jobs. Also, an English professor would be cool. Stacy, my parents called the rooster the Big Pecker. Oh my god. What a name. My grandma was shocked when I introduced him, but it was over my head. Oh, childhood innocence. It's like all of these Disney movies having like adult jokes in them, and like none of us got them when we were younger, and then we watch it later and we're like, we watched this as a child? How did that go over our head? Do they still let you ride the camels and elephants at San Diego? I don't think so. I don't remember seeing that if they do. I wouldn't do that though if they did. I don't think they do though, Julie. I want to like read to Puppers in the Pound or something. I just saw an article about that and I was like, oh, I die. That's so cute. I really want to. I've gone to a lot of adoption events lately. Me and Michael don't want to adopt another pet right now just because of the move. But I've been going to these adoption events because a lot of them do fostering. I really want to foster again. Dogs are like my weakness. Dogs and actually just animals. Dogs and cats. Oh, I went to that cat cafe in LA. If any of you guys are visiting LA, there's a cat cafe there. Highly recommend. You have to pay for your time in there, but it's totally worth it. It was amazing. Molly, my uncle proposed to my aunt by an engagement ring in the chicken coop and going out with her to collect eggs. So the hens are never leaving at this point. Dang. Stacy, she said she's really come out of her shell, hasn't she? Oh gosh. Right over your head though. You're like, what? I just said his name. That's funny. Beatrice, oh, hello. It's like 11 p.m. in Portugal, but let's go. I promise I won't keep you up too late. I don't think I'm going to stream for too much longer. Just because it's been an hour. This was like the fastest hour of my life. But this was fun. I definitely want to do these monthly. I think that'll be nice. And hopefully I can have something more planned next time. This was just a trial run. There's one in Madrid and another in Canary Islands. I love cats, especially black cats. I have a soft spot for orange tabbies. It's always orange cats that get me. I do like black cats though too. Karen, how did I get Wallace? Wallace was a rescue actually. He was a rescue off of Craigslist. So this lady had posted I think I've told this story in a video before, but he was posted on Craigslist. And I had said I wanted a Cairn Terrier or a West Highland, which are like the white versions of what Wallace is. And that's what I Google searched. And this lady had posted Wallace. He was 4 months old. She said she was like his third owner at that point. So I don't know what other people were doing with him, but she was like the third owner. And I talked back and forth with her for a while. And we eventually agreed that I could come and adopt him. So I show up at her house, and it was like a family of like 4 people or 5 people in this one room of this house. And like he was underfed. He was still in a kitten harness. He wasn't even a puppy harness or a dog harness. He was in a kitten harness. And I could literally feel every bone in his body. Like they weren't feeding him. She had told me when I adopted him that she wasn't able to house train him. Like he was still peeing and pooping in the house. I literally potty trained him in a day. So like I don't know what they were doing. So I'm glad I got him. Thank goodness. And I've had him ever since. He's going to be 10 this year, you guys. Like, can you believe it? 10 years old. Oh, Carrie, you love those breeds? Yeah, me and Michael have really been debating on getting another dog. And it's like, I feel like once you have a terrier, or once you have one breed that you really, really like, it's like you stick to them. I love Cairn Terriers and Westies. So we may get another one, but I kind of want to just rescue another dog. I'm not too particular on dog breeds. So glad I got him. Yeah, me too. Like, I don't know what was going on in that house, but I'm glad he's here. Alicia, I went to school to study animal behavior and training. I work as a dog sitter and train service dogs for vets with PTSD. Oh, that's awesome. That's amazing. So true. I have a husky German Shepherd. They're great too. Oh, I love German Shepherds. My aunt that lives here, she had 2 German Shepherds that just passed away, but they were like 13 years old. They were beautiful. They were black bone shepherds. Oh, and they were sisters. They were so pretty. It's been that way with your family in Great Pyrenees. Yeah, see, I feel like once you find one breed that you really connect with, it's like you want to stick with them, because like they all kind of do have different temperaments. Because like I feel like that's why golden retrievers and like golden doodles were so popular in America, because they're such good family dogs. They're really good with kids. So like people just stick with them. But don't shop, adopt. I love rescues. See, that's I'm hoping to find a rescue. There if you want to get like purebred dogs, there are a lot of rescues that rescue certain breeds. So there isn't one in California for Karens, but there is one in Seattle, I believe, that's for Cairn Terrier rescues. They're typically older. I think my next dog, I really want to get a senior dog at 1.2. But again, I've had all kinds of dogs my whole life. I had basically just mixed breeds all of my life before Wallace. And Wallace is technically not a pure Karen. He's like a Karen West Highland mix, because that's why like Wallace would never be like a show dog if someone had bought him for that, because I don't know who his other owners were, but his paws are white and he has a white part on his chest, and if he was pure Karen, he wouldn't have those. So he's most likely a West Highland mix too. I have a husky shepherd too, and she's also a rescue. That's awesome. I don't know how to name it in English, but I love Thousand Milks, a mix of everything. That's such a cool like statement for like a mixed breed dog. Thousand Milks. I like that. Oh, Rose, you love Newfoundlands. I love Newfoundland dogs too. I honestly, there's not many dog breeds I don't like. Honestly. And Carrie, thanks for the live. So glad I got to chat. Going to the park with my pup now. Yeah, go. Actually, Wallace, where is he? Oh, he's asleep, you guys. He's back here now. Wallace. Let me tap him. Are you awake? No, he's passed out. He's like, he like barely moved. He was like, what? I took him on a walk right before I went live, so he's out now. Yay! Wallace probably wants to go to the park. He'd probably like that. My screen froze, but I came back to all the poor Wallace comments. Is Wallace okay? He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. He's just passed out sleeping right now. And I told his adoption story. So Wallace was a rescue, and where I rescued him from, or like the lady I adopted him from, I don't think was taking care of him. So that's what happened. But he's okay now. He's fine. He's been with me since then, so he's fine. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream for today, because it's been a little over an hour, and yeah, I think it's been nice and successful. Hopefully, I think these go up on my channel, so hopefully it's not too confusing to anyone who comes and watches these later, because I've mainly just talked to you guys, which was awesome. And I love that we're just talking about dogs now. I could talk about dogs all the time. Only rescues for you, so many shelter dogs need home. Yes, I'm planning to adopt senior dogs from now on. Yeah, that's my big thing. I told Michael once we buy a house, it's going to be senior dogs. But yeah, I'm getting distracted. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. We'll try and figure out if like we can plan these for a certain day and a certain time that works better for everyone, because I know it's late for a lot of you guys. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. It went so well. But yeah. Please not later than please not later than this. Here it's midnight. Yeah, I think we'll do earlier, Elvira, because it's not late for me, but I'm far away from everybody. So, bye guys.